Oh right, what is going on, guys? My name is AJ Plays. Welcome back. I'm back. I know it's been, I think, about a month, but you know, just one of them. It's been kind of, I've been busy. Okay. I have a job, obviously, that kind of pays for all this kind of thing, and that's been off the hook lately. Especially with the oh god, the Euros going on right now. As of recording this, in fact, as of recording this, tomorrow is England versus Spain, and I'm just gonna make a prediction out right now. In fact, I'm gonna make two. If you care about football, then I guess. But you know, I'm not traditionally a football guy, but it's England, so I kind of got to say something. Personally, I think we're not going to win. I don't think we're going to win. The possibility that it does, it's more likely going to be on penalties, but I don't care. I digress. This isn't what you came here for. This isn't what you come to my channel for. You come here for the dumb shit. The nuggets that I have here. I have a lot in this video. It has been a while. It's been a month or two. I can't remember the last time I uploaded. Just go check my recent video and tell me in the comments, I guess. I can't remember. I think it was about a month or two. And I'm back. I mean, not permanently. It's kind of a whole situation right now where I'm running out of space and I've got to kind of find somewhere else to put all this stuff. But, you know. So, I'm back with another video, and this is probably going to be, I think this is the highest quantity I've done in one video for a while. So yeah. We got two different kinds here. We got Dart Blaster and we got Jubble. Now, just give me a second here. If you remember this boy, my Nerf Pro Gelfire Legion. This one I didn't buy myself, this one was bought for me. Thank you, Joe and Nikki, for getting me this. It was a whole thing I don't want to get into, but they know who they are. Thank you very much for that. And you know, I've got a set of Nerf Pro Gelfire, and I got a couple of X shots. So it's not just going to be darts this time. It's gonna be Jubbles. You've already seen this one. And that was a gel ball ricocheting about 5 times across my bedroom. This is gonna go well. Anyway, I think let's just get them out of the way first. So, this is... Yeah! I feel like this is an image from a Call of Duty or something. These are the Nerf Pro Gelfire Dual Wield. So, I'm just going to show you one of them because they're basically the same, it's just that the paint's on different sides. So I'm going to show you the right one here. It's got a 100 round hopper at the top, as you can see I have filled. I don't know where my microphone is, I can't remember, I think it's here. There you go. So, got a tiny little barrel at the front, big trigger, and you might want to wonder why. Why has it got a big trigger? Oh, I'll tell you. It fires by itself. You pull the trigger, it pulls a spring back inside. You get to a certain point, it fucks off flying. I am gonna have to even that out now. So, there you go. I still don't have a chronograph yet, which is really annoying because I really want to chronograph some of this stuff. Some stuff feels like it's shooting a bit hotter than release. Sometimes it feels, I don't know. But either way, if you're into gel balls, maybe don't go for these. I just bought these because I'm an idiot and I like the idea of just being able to squeeze the trigger and rattle stuff off. The ergonomics on this thing, the grip is kind of big, you know, it's a decent sized grip. The trigger though is huge and the travel is massive because it's got to go from here all the way back. And the safeties are on the bottom, so you pull back, can't fire, pull forward, you can fire. I'm not going to because that's pointing straight up. But you know, it's a simple thing. You open the hopper from the side, opposite side on the other one. You load your rounds in and you just pew pew. A lot of people have complained about the size of these triggers, and yeah, I can see the complaints. They are huge, and I kind of have to like just the tip of my finger it, or I can pull two up and then kind of get a decent grip. But even that doesn't work well. Using them both at the same time, I mean, you can't keep a straight sight picture to save your life, especially with the actual springs kicking in, because it's just it just goes all over the place. So if you're into gel fire, if you're into gel balls, I personally don't recommend going for these. I'm trying to get my hands on the Raid, which is a hopper fed like 5-ball shotgun, and the Ghost, which is like a sniper rifle. But you know, that's for later on. I'm still trying to figure out this fucking situation first. But you know, either way. So yeah, the Gelfire dual wield, unless you've got kids that are into gel balls, I guess it comes with two pairs of eye protection. It comes with 300 hydrated rounds already, and you know, it's just kind of cool to rattle off, I guess. But you know, okay, so yeah, would you? Well, So moving on from the Nerf, because I clearly can't finish a sentence worth of shit today. We're moving to X-Shots. So I have the cheapest at like 15 quid, and the most expensive for some reason at like 50. This is the X-Shot Hypergel Clutch. Pump action, and it doesn't fire around. Hold on. And that was a ricochet of about 5. But yeah, you know, it's standard single shot system. You know, you pump, you pull it forward, you pull the trigger, it fires. It's got a 100 round hopper in the top, so you load your rounds in, close that up. Now you may have seen this. This is a magazine, but not the traditional kind of sense, because this holds 400 rounds. There's probably a few more than 400 in there, but you know, it has a door in the top. You pull that open, push it down, you can put it back in. When you run out of rounds in your hopper, there is a flap above the magazine and in the hopper that when you flip it upside down, the rounds fall out of the mag into the hopper, and you flip it back over and it's a similar thing. This thing for X-Shot is fucking solid. Like there is no squash anywhere in this plastic. This is genuine high quality plastic, which is very different for X-Shot. Quite frankly, I'm used to like the thinner plastic, like with the Longshot Pro and the Lock Blaster and all that kind of thing. But you know, this is, oh, there you go. It's solid. You know, the performance is solid. The mag does rattle a little bit. Yeah, the whole thing does rattle a little bit. I've seen complaints that the mag release is kind of sharp and pokes into your finger, like it's quite square. But if you're using something like this, you don't hit it with the tip of your finger to do damage. You do it with the back. You know, the back of your... Yes, it might get a bit tender after a few, but at least you're not digging the plastic into your fingers. Now, I saw that quite a few times. It is a genuine complaint that a lot of people have, and I'm just sat there like, well, just don't press your end of your finger in. God, that's going to get taken out of context at some point. Anyway, so you just use the back of your finger, back of your trigger finger, you'll be fine. You know, it's a lot less annoying than trying to... Ooh, just let one drop. I don't know. It's way less annoying than trying to use like your fingertip or your nail or something, and it's solid. I mean, it comes with 5,000 dehydrated gel rounds. You do have to hydrate them. Usually, I think the instructions say 4 to 6 hours. I left these rounds to hydrate overnight, and you know, you put them in the container. I think it comes in like individual packets of like a couple hundred. You just rip open the packet, you pour it into the thing, you put enough water in it, which I've seen just about comes up to near to the top of the label on the bottle, which I will show you now. In fact, might as well while I'm here. So I've still got some left in this one, but like, just, ooh, that's a nice noise. So one of these, you fill it to back there with water, and I have just been leaving them overnight, and they have been perfectly fine when I've woken up the next morning. You know, you fill the hot bit, you fill the mag, you fire, you go nuts, and then you just refill from whenever you're done. Now, if you're into gel balls, if you're into gel blasters, would I recommend this? If you like having batteries and you complain about low rate of fire, this thing doesn't have slam fire. You can't hold the trigger down, pull back, pull forward, and it fires. No, you can't do that because the mechanism just won't let you. In fact, I've practically, excuse me, I have outdone the clutch on this thing a couple of times. I don't know if this actually has a clutch in it. I daren't try opening the gel blasters because these are a pain in the ass. But if you pump it too quick, it don't like it. It really don't like it. But you know, as long as you're slightly methodical with it, you know, you take your time in between. Jesus fuck. You take your time in between shots, you know, you're completely fine. Oh my god, I really do not know where to go, and I'll find out in a second, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, would I recommend this thing? For 15 quid? Yes. 15. 1-5. £15 for this thing. Get it. Comes with glasses. Comes with a bottle. You get shit tons of rounds with it. Just do it. Go nuts. And the final evolution of the X-Shot line. By the way, this scope actually came from the Tovel, whatever the fuck it was, shell-fed shotgun. This came with that, this little scope right here. I just put it on here because it looked cool. This absolute, oh my god, unit is the HPG 700. Fully electric. Battery. I believe it's a LiPo. I don't think it actually is. No, I don't think it's a LiPo. Lithium ion. So no, it's not a LiPo. Thank Christ. Because I probably would have killed somebody with this thing by now. Probably myself, knowing my luck. And now I can't get it back in, as I said. There we go. So it comes with a charger. All you need is the USB cable. All you need is a USB plug. It comes with the cable. Batteries like this, I don't recommend leaving in this overnight. It's not a great idea. It might cause like electrical fires. Batteries like this need proper maintenance, and I don't know why I have one of these because I'm a complete fucking moron. Anyway, so this thing is fun, really fun. Mag release, that whole paddle. Any balls stuck in there? No? Good. So this is why it requires a separate battery, a bigger battery. This is an electronic magazine. 700 rounds. Those pins at the top take power from the battery to wind a motor which sends the gel rounds up that little tube in the middle into the blaster. And this thing is crazy. It takes a second to get the rounds up there, so you have to fire a few blanks. and the firing is fairly inconsistent, but that's why you have a 700 round magazine. Come on. And even then, once you get near the end, you kind of have to let gravity do its thing a little bit. But yeah, so it comes with detachable stock, fake muzzle flash hider, and faux barrel, and it's quite compact. Then you take everything off. I mean, obviously, you're going to want to leave it like that, because this thing is an absolute unit. The trigger on this thing is like that. It's nice. And it's got select a switch on the left-hand side only. So, first notch is single fire, which I will show you now. Ow. There you go. And this one I'm going to regret slightly, considering I don't actually have a gel target. I'm just shooting into my bin. Here we go. I'm going to try and shoot up so that it doesn't ricochet out, but in this is full auto. That's amazing. I love this thing. Again, plastic quality is super solid. The foregrip is slightly wiggly, but that's where your battery door is, so you know, it's one of those things. The stock is fucking solid on this boy. That does not wobble at all. And the ergo is just really nice. I'm just going to take this off. It does have a removable front post, just in case you don't want a front post. And it does have a pair of irons at the top, but you can't see that because I've got my red dot on here. You know, this looks operatory. The rail is a little high, but obviously it's meant for, like, I don't know, it's not meant to be completely accurate, but this thing is amazing. The accuracy is actually quite good, like the groupings are really tight, so you could feasibly hit somebody pretty far away. It's also got a secret little power slider here. So furthest back is max power. See if I can do this. Middle is mid power, and then fully front is lowest power. I keep this thing on the highest power just because I want my gel rounds to fucking explode before it ricochets back into me. In fact, I'm just going to do another quick burst of... Whoa! That feels good. This is noisy. This is like ultra select level noisy. But this thing is cool. The grip as well. The grip is solid. I do like it. I do like this grip. And it is just a comfortable thing, and it looks amazing. Like, this thing looks so cool. I am tempted to buy a second one of these just so I can like Rambo dual wield or something and just have like 1,400 rounds just on the go kind of thing. But like, it is so comfortable, so good, and I'm so happy I have this kind of thing. So yeah, if you're into, I can't stress enough, batteries. Don't fuck with batteries. Don't try and open this. Don't try and open the battery. No, don't try and open the battery. This thing comes with so many safety warnings for the battery, it is unreal. Anyway, so, but personally, if you're into gel balls, if you're into gel blasters, get it. Just get it. It's good. I would take this over anything Nerf brand, because Nerf brand isn't the best. Performance isn't the best, quality isn't the best, all that kind of thing. Safety sometimes don't work, all that kind of stuff, and it's just... the quality control on Nerf stuff nowadays is not as good as it used to be. But yeah, like, again, if you're into gel balls, if you're into gel blasting at all, get this thing. It's good. I like. Personal recommendation, yes. X-Shot, good. I've yet to try the Trace Fire, which is like the in-betweener gel blaster, but you know, is good. Smells funky. Anyway, so that's us done with gel balls. This is nearly 20 minutes in, and I've only just finished talking about the first 3. Fucking hell. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bit of an addendum here. In fact, I'm gonna make 2. in one of my previous videos, I got a comment about covering the Fang QS4, the Alpha Strike. I then showed an Elite 2.0. I can't remember what it was. It's over here. Give me a second. And I showed the Elite 2.0 Prospect, and I basically said this is the same thing. There you go. I got one. Oh, I didn't buy this intentionally. No, this came with one of the other ones on an eBay lot. So the guy who wanted to know about what I thought about the Fang QS4 sucks. It's not good. It's not good. Feels cheap. The grip is hollow. Don't get it. I'm not even going to show you it firing because I don't want to. Alpha Strike sucked. What were you thinking, Hasbro? Anyway, on to the second addendum. Onto the second addendum. I think that's how you're supposed to use it. My Shell Strike came in. Okay. Double. Yeah. Sorry, just found a gel ball. Get in there, you. My Shell Strike finally came in. It came in literally the day after I made that video. Which meant that if I'd have waited, I could have put this in it. But I didn't want to wait, because I didn't know when I was going to get another chance. So mine came with 2 shells. This came brand new from Amazon, I think. It was like mint in box and everything. So you take your shell, you fill it with darts. It's the same shell as the Trilogy. You load it in the front. You do that by pulling this at the back. And then you close her up. You pull this square thing at the back. And then you fire. And then you flip it open. And you got to poke the shell out. It doesn't have shell ejection. This is a pistol. That is a shotgun. This is a shotgun pistol. And I love it. The shotgun pistol. Get it. So, moving awkwardly on from that, we're gonna get into the new stuff. The stuff I finally got my hands on. Now, I don't know where to go with this. It has been 22 minutes and I've just moved on to the more recent. Oh god, I hate how I record videos. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go through these in a random order, but I am gonna start with this. This looks like a plastic purse. Nerf Rebel, so the girly range. But remind you of anything? It is a 4-shot Smart AR pump action slam fire blaster. That falls into this. It's safe to say this thing is the Nerf Rebel deploy. Because it deploys. However, unlike the deploy, this thing fires fucking solidly. This thing fires good, and it's a fold. It's a folding thing with a diamond jewel that you push back and it pops the mechanism out, and then you pull the lever on the back and then you and it folds, and it doesn't fucking fold in on itself because it's built properly. The Nerf Rebel line was supposed to be the girl-centric series at the time. This thing is fucking sick! Why did I wait so long to get this thing? It just... I love it! I don't know why. I love this thing. It is so cool. It's just you know, you're walking around, you're walking around and like, can you imagine using this thing in an Earth war? Like, paint this thing up so that it's just black. Nobody would know that this is a Rebel secret shop. And then you're just like, oh no, I haven't got anything left. Like, it's just a thing. It's so cool. Okay, that happens sometimes. I love this thing. If you can get your hands on this thing, I recommend it. Whether you're into Rebel or not. This thing is cool. Why am I so passionate about this thing? It is cool. Okay, this thing is just cool. I don't care if it's in the girls' range or, which is highly out of date actually. Thinking about it, that's out of date. Because it's like, oh yeah, girls like purses. They're transforming to Nerf. Like, in hindsight, I don't know what Nerf was thinking with Nerf Rebel. It's like, oh hey, girls, this is a, like, less angular, softer kind of Nerf. No. It's just cooler. It's just a cooler thing. Go for it. If you can find it, get it. That's that. Moving on from purses to Snipper Riffle. I got a long strike. I got a long strike, and this thing is a pain in the fucking ass to load and leave somewhere, and the barrel is also very loose. But I don't care, because this thing fires like a nugget. Oh my god. Are you gonna work for me today, or what? Come on, as soon as I put you on video, you start nuggeting. Yeah, this is the problem with non-elite. This is N-Strike. What the hell is going on here? Why am I holding my hand? Oh, I don't know. Come on. There you go. Right, final dart of this mag. I'm probably not even going to bother reloading this. But, you know, here we go. Here he comes! And you probably didn't even see that. This thing is a nugget. This guy is a nugget. If you don't want to know what that means, just I guess just Google the phrase nugget, or, oh god, DankPods has a decent explanation for what a nugget is, but he's talking about iPods. Testra's Nerf Room actually has a good explanation on what Nerfers classify as a nugget. This thing is a reverse plunger sniper rifle. This is N-Strike, not Elite. The reason I got the N-Strike version is because it is 1,000 times cheaper. Because the only re-release the Long Strike got with Elite Performance was the Modulus version. Like with my Strife. My Modulus Strife. That thing has crept into the hundreds in terms of value now. All for Elite Performance and a slightly new aesthetic. I'm not going to mod this thing. In fact, I'm going to barely use this nugget. Because it only just functions. This is one of those guns that you have to prime to put the mag in. Which means you have to have an extra round loaded to fire off and store with a full mag. Problem is, this magwell is really tight. I'm talking tight. There is barely any space between the top dart and the actual like plunger mechanism and breech that moves in and collects the dart. Do you know what that means? Have you ever tried to put 7 rounds in a 6 dart mag and then tried to fire the 7th dart out of something with a dart fit dependent barrel? That rips the darts. Yeah. This thing, just like my long shot, if you do not use it properly, will destroy your darts. So, I plan to use this thing very infrequently and very carefully. Am I happy I have one of these? Yes, I am. Am I going to be using this thing enough to actually warrant the purchase instead of just having it as a collectible? Probably not. Because I would rather run my Mega Centurion. Or something else that resembles a sniper rifle that doesn't crush darts. But overall, if you are comfortable with taking the risk on your darts and you want the aesthetics of a sniper rifle, get the long shot. If you can find the elite version, the elite modulus version, cheap, might I add, cheap, go for it. Because that thing is going to perform to elite standards and it is going to function indefinitely better. Because when they released this thing, they thought that it was a good idea to make this perform worse than the Jolt. Now bear in mind, you remember what a Jolt looks like, don't you? If you don't, this is an elite Jolt. This is a long strike. This nugget, this little tiny itty bitty little thing, with a direct plunger, which is in the grip, fires better than a 7 times larger sniper rifle. These were out at the same time. How does a Jolt perform better than a sniper rifle? I'm going to move on from this, because, quite frankly, I love these kinds of things, and I don't want to harbour a hatred against the long strike, because it barely fits on camera. In fact, if I bring it closer, it just goes out of frame. And even if I angle it, it still barely fucking fits. So, if you can find one of these, and you like sniper rifles, go for it. You know, I'm not against this thing completely. It is a long boy. It's a long strike. But, you know, the ergonomics on it are good. It feels like a locked shotgun. You know, it's got the swept back grip. Feels nice. The stock actually feels pretty good to rest your cheek on, which is needed because it's a fucking sniper rifle. But, you know, would I buy it? Would I buy this again? Yeah. I love these things. So yeah, that's the elite long shot. Now, these last two, I don't know where to begin. In fact, yes I do. I got another Mega Gun. This unit is the Mega Twin Shock. Want to know why it's called the Twin Shock? I will show you. Did you see that? Let me show you again. This is a Mega Shotgun. It is a Mega Shotgun that has a 2-stage trigger, So, 2-stage trigger, pump action, slam fire, smart AR, obviously. This is the Mega version of this boy. Oh shit. This is a Mega Rough Cut. Now, I said in a previous video that I would want to consider making loadouts. Like if I was in a Nerf war. Specific loadouts that I would probably most likely use if I actually got into the Nerf war scene and actually participated in Nerf wars. This was a 2 kind of priority purchase. The first one, I wanted this to finish off my Mega loadout. Yes, I have a Mega loadout. I have a primary, I have a secondary, I have a pistol. Tertiary, whatever you want to call it. And the second reason I bought this thing is because I wanted a Mega shotgun. If you know me, or you've watched these videos long enough, you know I fucking love shotguns. I love shotguns, I love lever actions, all that kind of thing. I love this stuff. This is stupid. Like, this is huge. This is unnecessarily big. Like, if you pull this thing out of the box and you don't go, it's big boy. I love this thing. I got this thing for fairly cheap. This is a unit. I love it. I love it. Get yourself one. If you like Mega, get yourself one. If you like shotguns, get yourself one. If you like having fun with Nerf, get a Mega Big Shock. Twin Shock. Twin Shock. I have so much energy right now. Get yourself a Mega Twin Shock. I can't even speak. Just buy this thing. This thing's cool. That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say. Buy a Mega Twin Shock now. If you like Nerf, you like fun, you like the stupid, like me. If you're like me and you got into this hobby because of the dumb shit, there's nothing stopping you. These things are cheap. These things are good. And that price is me. Oh, anyway. So that is the Mega Twin Shock. And finally, my one thing I have been hunting for fucking months. A fully functioning, fully loaded up Elite Hailfire. This thing was a pain in the ass to get working, and I will tell you why. When the seller sold this, they listed it as tested and working. I got it in about a week later. That's about how long, I think that's how long it took, but maybe a few days later. I took the battery tray out, I put batteries in, it did not work. Now, they shipped this thing with batteries in it. Now that sounds good. That sounds like a good thing. It means you can just put darts in the mags and start firing. No. Because what must have happened with this one was they tested it and then listed it, left it for ages, and then sent it off to me after I purchased it. The batteries, the 4AA's, that were in this poor little Hellfire were 5 years old. This battery tray had corrosion all over the contacts. I had to spend 4 hours of my time, 4 hours, left this thing in vinegar for 4 hours to get all of the battery off, all of the battery acid off. I put fresh double A's in, and it didn't work. Do you want to know why? Because when Hasbro made this thing, they put an electronic lockout switch on it so that you can't rev it while the jam door's open. Problem is, the main gimmick of this thing is it changes max. The one problem, the jam door fucking opens every time you pull this thing. I don't know if that's just mine, or if all Hellfires did that, but the secondary reason that it wasn't working is because the jam door was open slightly, and I mean slightly. It was open enough for the actual mechanics in this thing to tell me no. I did not figure that out until 6 hours after it came in, after I'd already put the vinegar, after I'd already soaked the battery tray in vinegar for 4 hours. I didn't think to push the jam door forward slightly, because I didn't think it had that kind of an issue. That has to be a manufacturing issue, because if it's just this one, okay, I get it. I didn't get a lemon, thankfully. The battery tray needed cleaning in the first place because they left 5-year-old Duracells in there. They had leaked. It was a risk picking them out, quite frankly. But either way, moving on from the negativity that I had from this thing initially, I'm just going to fire a mag and then change to the next one and kind of show you the stuff. So, it's a pistol grip at the back. Excuse me. Big gun handle at the front. Here point. Pull the red trigger. And this thing has the dummiest smooth trigger I've ever felt in my life. And it genuinely made everything better. Change the mag. Rounds depleted. This thing will fire as fast as you can physically pull the trigger. I love this thing. I love this thing. I personally enjoy the kind of heavy gunner idea of just being able to walk across a battlefield with as many rounds as I can physically carry, just rattling them off. This thing cannot take 8 magazines, more than 6 rounds. Because the mechanism isn't strong enough to do it with 18 round mags or 22 round mags, which by the way I do have one now. I'm not going to put that in this video because this is already really long. But this thing, mechanically, like trigger wise, beautiful. This thing is just beautiful. It revs up really quick. For 4AA's, that's really quick. I have not tried to take this thing apart. I will never try and take this thing apart, because I've heard modding this thing is a bitch. But this thing is beautiful. I'm gonna be honest, folks. I love this thing. As much of a hassle as it was to try and find one and then get this one doing that, I am in love with this thing. I really am. I love this thing so much. Don't know if you can hear that, but there's a chihuahua going nuts outside. But I love this thing. And if you're of the heavy gunner archetype, you'll love this thing as well. I mean, yeah, you do have, you know, you have your Rhino fires and your Havoc fires and your Zuru X-Shot Insanity Rage fire thing. But if you want a really weird gimmick with some really strong performance, try and find yourself one of these, because it's worth it. It's really worth it. And that will conclude this video. But I am going to do something I haven't done before, which, oh Jesus, sorry about the noise, is something I never thought I'd really do. And that is turn the camera around, quite frankly. I never thought to do this before, but there we go. So, this is everything. That's my setup. That's where I record, you know. That's why everything's always so shaky. I am running out of space. Is that going to affect these videos? Most likely not. I'll probably continue making videos, I'll probably continue buying stuff. But for the moment, this is probably going to be the last video I'm going to make for now. This room is pretty much having a remodel at some point, and I've got to begin to consider where I'm going to put everything, because I also have these still. These are all my action figure boxes over the years. My display of tripoded boys. My two special ones that I keep. And this has really been a limiting factor at the moment, and I genuinely just want to again, I just want to thank all of you for watching these videos. Yeah, you know, these kinds of videos keep me busy, and they keep my mind off stuff, because, you know, sometimes I have issues with that kind of thing, and I just can't think of anything to do, and making videos just gives me that escape. And, you know, seeing the support that comes off of these videos, just thank you all so much. Oh god, just ignore me. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know where this is gonna end. But you know, it's a strange time for me at the moment, kind of having to work some things out. But you know, I'm gonna keep the content coming, because I love making videos for you guys, and just seeing, you know, what kind of things I can do. And yeah, you know, if I fucking church bells. It's just, I don't know. I don't know why I picked the camera. I don't know why I felt like I should actually be moving the camera or anything right now. But either way, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the other some of the videos that are coming. Once I have everything rearranged, at some point, which is probably going to take quite a while, considering, you know, the current situation with everything. That's a lot of shit. But, you know, I don't mind that kind of thing. So, yeah. Loadout videos are coming soon, however. I am mentally putting those together now. Some of them are going to have crossovers in them. So, you know, some Nerf guns might show up in some loadouts and in others as well. That's just the case of how loadouts work. I really do love having this tripod handy. But, you know, it's something. And it's just another way for me to get more videos out of the stuff I have. There's not really many things that I'm looking at right now. So, yeah. Once I've remodeled, you know, once I've figured out what I'm doing with all this wall space and that wall space over there, I'm just going to say this now, this will become what I'm going to call the Nerf Crypt. If you've got any better suggestions, then leave them in the comments. I will consider all of them. I'll pick from I'll look at the suggestions and I'll either choose which one I like or give a shout out to the ones that, I don't know, this is going to sound really douchey, but like the ones that I didn't pick but I still really liked. So if you've got any ideas for what I should call this place, because again, I mean, I've got the Nerf Crypt, the Nerf Dungeon, you know, I don't know, just whatever you can call this, whatever you think I should call this, put it down in the comments, and when it does eventually happen, there will be a sign on the door with either one of the ones in the comments or something that, you know, reflects this space. This is my bedroom, however, so, you know, I still live in this room, I still sleep in this room, so, oh god, that was a bit close, sorry, but like, excuse me, I'm gonna end this now, because I'm gonna keep rambling, so, I'll see you whenever, I don't know when it's gonna be, but I will see you at some point in the future, so, goodbye.